Yes, lovely people, I'm here with the Don.
Up the tick.
Robbie from AFTV. Robbie, a 0-0, as you said off camera, doesn't really affect too much in terms of the league standings. 4 draws in a row for us. You're 6 points clear. However, does that feel like a disappointing result for you?
Yeah, of course. You know what I mean? The way we've been flying at home, you know what I mean? What we did to Villa, the injuries that you guys have got to Ekitike and Salah at AFCON, you're looking at it and thinking this is a great time to catch Liverpool, you know what I mean? So it's disappointing because, especially with the results last night, it was an opportunity to go 8 points clear. But listen,
we're still 6 points clear.
we take it. It was 6 points clear. We you know, a couple of weeks ago we were 2 points clear. So it's still been a good sort of Christmas enter into New Year's period for us, but it's disappointing. You know, we got to be honest. It's disappointing because it's the perfect time to catch Liverpool. You know what I mean? And you can tell by you know, Liverpool fans really happy with the, you know, with the draw, and normally Liverpool fans wouldn't be happy with that. You know what I mean? So it's disappointing. Yeah.
Usually you play really, well, not badly. You sort of keep the handbrake on in the first half, keep it tight, and then the second half when you really come to life, you make substitutions. You make some good substitutions today. Didn't quite work out, but still the mindset was to try and get the win. What do you think it was about your performance and our performance why that almost shifted round this time?
I don't know, man. I just couldn't believe how flat we were today. You know what I mean? And listen, maybe this is just an excuse or whatever, but I'm just looking at all the teams sort of over the last couple of nights that I've been watching in the Premier League, and a lot of them have looked flat, if I'm being honest. I looked at the City game last night, they looked flat. Villa looked flat. Chelsea, as we know, they were terrible. Tottenham, and again today the game weren't, you know, I was expecting an entertaining game, you know, it just weren't that way, and that surprised me. It really did surprise me. So is that the reason that the amount of games that not just Arsenal but all the teams have played over the sort of Christmas period has kind of caught up with the performance tonight of sort of both teams? I don't know, but listen, all I can look at it from our point of view, we had an opportunity playing a Liverpool team that's a weakened Liverpool team to really ram home our advantage in this league, and we didn't really take it. You know what I mean? All right, we haven't lost. The most important thing is don't lose the game. It's still 6 points clear, but I guess the guys that are chasing in City and Villa will be like, well, listen, it could have been worse. You know what I mean? It could have been 8 points. So, but, you know, and then the other thing is as well, like, as bad as Liverpool have been, I knew that Liverpool would come here tonight and they're going to put up some fight. You know what I mean? They're going to play for pride. You know what I mean? You think players like Van Dijk and that are going to come here and want to get run over. They're not going to want that, are they? They're going to play. But I didn't think we put them under any pressure. I don't remember either keeper really having to make a meaningful, proper save in the game.
I mean, the biggest chance was Conor Bradley when you guys had a little bit of a mix-up at the back.
Yeah, when we had that little mix-up at the back, he's kind of like the ball sort of fell to him, and it was a good effort by him, and he hit the crossbar. But apart from that, did either keeper really have a proper save to make in the game? You know what I mean? No, it was just a bit of a surprising game for me, but it's the Premier League, man. It's happened. We're always talking about the Premier League, an advert for the Premier League, and this one weren't an advert for the Premier League.
You say that this is the first 0-0 we both had against each other since 2015, so this is a game that usually promises goals.
Yeah.
We look at the league table, though, and we're obviously chasing fourth. We're out of the title race, in my opinion. You guys are top. The problem Arteta's had from the beginning is just getting over that line, getting that hump off his back. Do you think he does it this season?
I do, yeah. I think this team's good enough to win the league this season. I really do. You know what I mean? I've been watching the team all season. You know, I talk about you guys missing players. We've missed players in literally every game this season. You know what I mean? Like tonight was pretty full strength for us, apart from, say, Calafiori. But then Nkapé limps off tonight as well. I mean, bloody hell. But I think this season have demonstrated that we have a team good enough to win it. We've got a lot of firepower on the bench. I know it didn't turn up tonight, but it has been turning up in games. You know what I mean? The game against Villa, it did turn up. You know what I mean? In multiple games, it has turned up. And I feel that this team has got the mentality to go all the way this year. I really do. I think they've learnt from the last couple of years, and this is a different Arsenal this year. You know, and I think the fact that, you know, teams are coming, like Liverpool, like Man City, and pretty defensive when they come here. Just goes to show that people are aware that this is a good side. So we've only lost 2 games this season, drawn a few, but on the whole, I think this team's good enough to do it. I really do.
I think you do it as well, Robbie. Always a pleasure, my bro.
Yes,
Thank
man.
you so much.
Take care, bro.
Yes, brother.
You got one.
Massive shout out to Robbie and the guys at AFTV. Look, before we continue over to Yardman's video, got one request for you. Well, in fact, I've got a few requests. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel. Also, smash the like button. Leave your comments about the game as well. People, we're trying to grow the channel. We need your help. Make sure you get involved and join the Kopish community. Now let's head over to Yardman's video. Yes, people, I'm here with Yardman.
What's going on?
Heart at the heart.
We're kind of torn down and just give him, give him like a breather and see what's going on with the team. People just believe that I just jump up and say Arteta out for no reason and just that's my slogan. But no, that's not me. If I realize that they come at the end of the season and we doesn't win anything again, then I'm gonna call for him to go. But this season we're like people say we're the best team, we have the best defensive team, but it's just one thing. I just want Mikel Arteta to believe and trust in his defense, because if we have the best defense, then trust in them. Sometimes you can push further forward up, like today. Yeah. I mean, people saying that Liverpool most of their players are out. I mean, attacking wise are out, and we should just roll them over. But it doesn't work like that, because when you are playing West Ham, Liverpool is playing West Ham, and they play really bad, and maybe West Ham beat them, and the next game is a Arsenal or a Man City or a Chelsea, you're not going to see the same Liverpool turn up. You're going to see a better Liverpool because they're playing a better team, so they're going to up their game. And this is what happened today. Even though Mo Salah is at the AFCON, Ekitike is out, Isak is out, and they use
Salah as well.
Salah, like I said, AFCON. And like I said, they use Wirtz at a false night. I thought it was going to be Gakpo.
So did I.
You get me? But it did work for them today. Yeah. It did work for them. But when they have so much player out, it make them galvanize more when they come to the Emirates. So you're not going to see them roll over. And I believe that the couple game that I watch Liverpool, I watch about 8 games since the season started right out, is the best I see Gravenberch. He was tremendous. Going back, we didn't see Declan Rice go further forward. Yeah. He was like a number 6 to a number 7. Yeah. And when we are best is when Declan Rice pick up the ball from midfield and him start to dribble, start to attack. Yeah. Players at 8, that's when we see the best out of Declan Rice, and that's when Arsenal is at their best, and it didn't happen today. Why? Because I believe that Mikel Arteta just tell them to sit back. And first half, we were good first half, even though Liverpool could have scored because what's his name? Bradley.
Yeah,
hit the post. Hit the post, and people think that he should have scored that, but to lob a ball is sometimes not that good. It's not like him could put plate on the ground. Yeah. To lob it, you just have to get it right, and it hit the post. I mean, it was that close. Yeah. But second half come and we expect Arsenal going to turn it on, because that's what we do. We have a poor first half against Aston Villa, and then second half we just turn it up. But Liverpool decide to say, you know what, look like we can do something, and they turn it up. And you know what, it is one of the, I don't say it's a 50-50 game. I wouldn't say Liverpool is defending champion, so in no way, shape or form we believe that we're just going to turn them over just like that because we are the best team. We have the best defensive team. But we don't have the best attack, and that's what people don't understand. Liverpool don't have a defensive team. They have an attacking team. They have the best attacking, Ekitike, Wirtz, all of them. Look at that. You understand? Man City as well.
A lot of defensive injuries for City now.
Yeah, but as I said, we don't have, because you see the last before these 2 games, 4 games ago. Own goal to get in. We didn't score anything, so people don't realize. Not because we don't concede people, but we're getting home goal, and we'll score 3 goals. Crystal Palace score goal. Aston Villa score goal for us. Yeah, we didn't score in those games. Apart from Aston Villa, sorry, we get 1 goal from Aston Villa. But that's what I'm saying. So you have to understand that we have to get this right. I'm not everybody speaking about Gyökeres, that he's not that good. Mikel Arteta is still using him, but don't drop him. I believe that Mikel Arteta needs to just take out him in training, take the midfielder them with Gyökeres and just work with him, because I see what Gakpo, when the first half, Gakpo come in the middle and he was looking to run off the last defender and they play one over the top, but they go to Frimpong. You understand? Even him today have a good game today. Second half, him have a good game.
Final product is a bit iffy, but he's a threat.
He's a threat. He's a threat, and that's what you want. You want a threat. You want somebody who's gonna attack, and that's what we didn't have today. When Frimpong get the ball, he's running at us. We didn't have nobody running at Liverpool. So it's one of them games. But like people need to understand, Liverpool is defending champion, and we just need to take it game by game. We didn't lose a game today. We get our points, and it's just as you were. Everybody from the top four as you were. So you know what? No hard feelings about that. But I would have just liked to see my manager just be a bit more brave today. Like if that was a Fergie, a Wenger, Pep, they would have go for the kill. You understand? But Mikel Arteta, we know that's where him stay, and him just gonna live and die that way. But 6 points, 2 games. We still have Man City to play. They've signed Semedo today. They're going for Gay. We still have Manchester United to play. They're going to get new manager. We don't know what's going to happen if a new manager Bunk's going to come there. We still have Tottenham to play. We don't know what's going to happen when them team will go there. We still have Chelsea to play. We don't know what kind of Chelsea team going to turn up. You understand? New manager as well. So it's just only 6 points, and I just called 4 top team. What if we lose 2 games? We're back in the mix. So when people are going to say, oh, if we even beat Liverpool today, that we're going with the title. No. But that's just 8 points. So that's 2 games and a draw in it, and we're back in. So I'll have to wait and see in May where we're at, and then we can talk from there, because the January transfer window is still open, and team gonna sign players. And you know what? One of the biggest problems I see with the Premier League, when you have the mid-table team winning game and they look like they can get a spot in Europe, it's going to be very hard when you're playing them, because they're going to have confidence and they're going to want to play in Europe. Players that will never go to Arsenal, will never go to Man City, you understand? And they have to stay at Brentford, Brighton, you understand?
They're going to go all out.
They're going to go all out. So you're not going to see their team roll over when they play them. And that's the difference, because you see Man City draw at Brighton. So now Brighton have this confidence to say, no, what we can get into Europe next season, because they've done it already. You understand? So that make it even worse for Arsenal when we go to play Brighton at their home. It's not going to be easy. So people have to understand. So this Premier League is very hard to win. It's very hard. You have to have the know-how and tactical. As a manager, you got to have it. If you're going to win the Premier League, you have to have tactics going into it. So I mean, today is a good point, and I wouldn't complain about it, because it's a defend. As whatever everybody want to say, we're playing the defending champion, so it's gonna count for something.
Yardman, big up my brother. Bless you. Nice one, bro. Get him safe, man. Nice one, bro.